My girlfriend humiliated me in front of her friends by saying, "What do you think? That I'd actually bring you home to meet my parents?" I smiled calmly at everyone, replied, "You won't have to," then stood up, settled the bill, and left the restaurant. That same night, her best friend called me, and the shocking secret she shared left me stunned. "Thank you so much. I'm 32 years old and had been with Natalie for 3 years. Until last Tuesday, I believed our relationship was strong. Not flawless, but steady and reliable. We first met at a charity marathon where I was volunteering at a water station. She had twisted her ankle close to the finish line. I assisted her to the medical area, we chatted for a while, and that led to grabbing coffee a few days later. Everything just fell into place after that. She had a job in marketing, while I was working as a freelance graphic designer after leaving my previous agency position. We kept our own places but spent nearly every weekend together. Her apartment was better than mine, and her parents came from wealth, unlike my family. I never saw that as a problem. Last Tuesday flipped everything upside down. We were at a fancy bistro in the city center. Natalie had asked me to join her for dinner with some college friends I had only heard about before. 3 women, Lauren, Melissa, and Christy, all well-dressed and sophisticated. I arrived wearing jeans and a button-down shirt, which seemed appropriate for a relaxed meal. Apparently, it wasn't. The talk began ordinarily enough. They discussed their careers, an upcoming Napa getaway, and a wedding one of them was organizing. I mostly stayed quiet, adding remarks when it felt right. Then Melissa brought up our relationship. "So Natalie, when are you going to make things official? When will you introduce him to Richard and Patricia?" Natalie let out a sharp laugh, not a warm one. "Oh God, can you picture that?" I glanced at her, puzzled. "What?" She sipped her wine, looked at her friends, then back at me. "I mean, seriously, what do you expect? That I'd ever take you to meet my parents?" The table fell silent. Lauren stared at her food. Christy tried to suppress a grin. Melissa watched me closely, curious about my response. My face grew warm, but I kept my expression steady. "That's interesting. Don't take it that way," Natalie said, brushing it off with a wave of her hand. "You know they have high standards. They'd never get it. This. You understand what I mean. You're nice and everything, but you're not really the kind they'd accept." "No offense,"